noticed a rise in spiritual psychosis. Have you? Have you recognized and seen more and more of this, as if there has been this dive into the deep end of a new philosophy, spirituality, an awakening, consciousness, and how that's been achieved? There's a number of different ways in which that could have been achieved, but where there's a lot more evidence of spiritual psychosis on social media, with spiritual teachers, people who call themselves spiritual practitioners, have gone through an awakening. Have you noticed this? How do you avoid spiritual psychosis? Avoid the shortcuts. It's as simple as that. We have developed an identity, a sense of self, through disassociating from and through a separation consciousness, finding distraction in the world. All of our major issues, whether you call them addictions or whatever, dis-ease, it's not about the substance, it's about our state of being and our relationship with the substance, which is usually about escapism, trying to escape and separate from ourselves, the part of ourselves and our world that is uncomfortable. And this is what causes psychosis, what causes dis-ease and dysfunction. And the ego can very easily replace what is that bad, what has become that bad thing and that reason for all of your problems, whether it's religion or addiction or whatever it is, with the new next buzzword, spiritualism. And you must remember that our disease is because we are not willing to sit with all the parts of us for long enough. So the shortcuts, anything that feels to you like, oh, that's going to be a quick fix, that's going to be a shortcut, that's going to be the thing that I'm going to do. I'm just going to throw money its way, and I'm going to do this process, or I'm going to do this trip, or I'm going to do this journey, and then suddenly it's going to propel me into this enlightened and spiritually evolved place, and then that's going to be the answer to all my problems. If it feels like it's a shortcut, if it feels like it's quick and easy, it increases your chances of spiritual psychosis, depending on where you are, what your current condition is, of course. If you're someone that has been doing the work, the shadow work, and if it's a shortcut, it increases the chances of spiritual psychosis. The ego has this way of taking inauthentic things that inauthentically resembles the real thing, and taking hold of it. So it can replace your existing, the existing thing that's given you meaning, that's added meaning to your life, and it can just replace it with something else. So the ego has this way of taking inauthentic things and making it look or resemble the real thing. And you can call it that. You can call yourself a chicken. You can dance like a chicken. You can cluck like a chicken. Does it make you a chicken? You need to remember the tool is just that. It's a tool. Your capacity to master and to create with that tool. Some people can do very little with a knife. Other people can create great sculptures and pieces of art and incredible things, meals in the kitchen with the very same knife. The tool is just a tool. The capacity to master the art of using that tool to create beautiful things depends on your condition. You are the one that has to go through the state, through the process of mastery and developing your relationship with that tool. But the tool is just a tool. So you have to be willing to go through the process of becoming, of self-mastery. And there is no quick fix for that. There is no come into my office, I'm going to give you this tea, and then you're going to go away and suddenly be a guru or an ascended master. I have to, as a spiritual practitioner, I believe, honor your process of becoming, because you are awakening the healer inside of you. You are awakening the goddess inside of you. You are awakening the master, the alchemist, the magician inside of you. And that is a process of honoring, of walking with yourself and collecting all those different parts that make up your capacity to use all of these tools through wisdom. Wisdom is not given. A lot of people think that you can go to university and they'll give you all the knowledge, give you a lot of books, give you access to information, and then you walk away and you're wise. No, that is not wisdom. Knowledge and the capacity to implement that knowledge from a place of higher consciousness is a state of being. The state of being is what you want to give space to. So, shortcuts increases your chances of spiritual psychosis. If you've already mastered and gone through ascension and gone through the process of awakening and gone through spiritual teachings and done all of those ceremonies and rituals, and you're a spiritual practitioner for a couple of years, then no, there's no spiritual shortcut. Then what you're doing is just adding to the cup that is you, that is already so rich with wisdom and ancient knowledge and value. But just deciding that, oh, spirituality seems to be the next buzz thing, and it seems to be great, and now there's this shortcut and there's this course and there's that thing, and then I can just go to this person to do that, and I can just go to that person, and I'm going to pay money, and I'm going to have 1 or 2 sessions. For some of us it might work depending on our existing condition. But if you are doing it because it's a shortcut, you are giving your power away to someone else to bypass your process. It increases your chances of spiritual psychosis. And it's very possibly resembling the real thing, but not the real thing. So you will not have the real outcome. So just be aware of that.